Eric Ringer for AOC2, term 1303, and this is my week 2 reflection video. So let's go over the questions. What did I do for my project? Here is my code. So we I took what I did last week, which is a running app for beginner runners, intermediate, and expert. And added to it by creating some UI buttons, and some IB action, IB outlet, um, a text field, and then some function calls, a stepper, and a show info button. So, and then that would calculate how many miles they ran and the amount of time it took them to run, or the amount of time it would take them to run those miles. So let's go over my code a little bit. So I created all of my UI buttons. I have a beginner button, an intermediate button, expert, info, a calculate button, a stepper, and I made a label for the stepper to show how many miles were selected. I did a text field, so all this, when you do the calculation, it shows up in the text box. And then here are my functions. I have an on click. We also did a color select, which changes the background color. So let's run my code while I'm waiting for that to happen. And then I also added a second view page. So here's my code. So I have my little beginner, little runner, intermediate, and then expert. You're running fast. So you can click on the background colors and it will change all the colors. You can click on the info and it'll take you to the second view page, which this page was created by me. Then you can close it and it'll go back. So when they hit miles, it will say you selected 4 miles. And I should have pressed beginner first. So it says Eric is a beginner runner. We calculate Eric will run 4 miles for 40 minutes. So beginner is about 10 minutes a mile. When you get to the intermediate, Joaquin is an intermediate runner. You calculate a run 4 miles in 32 minutes. So I put it down to about 8 minutes a mile. So you're starting to run a little bit faster. And then when you get to expert, which Heather is an expert runner, you can do 4 miles in 24 minutes. I said about 6 minutes a mile. So you kind of get better as you, depending on your skill level for running. So that is my app. So what I could have done better, I think I probably should have added like a header here. And I could have, and I didn't do the email button. I tried to work on that, I just couldn't get it to work correctly. So I could have added that, and maybe designed this a little better and changed it up, just make it look more like an app. But code-wise, I think I did everything pretty good with the interface builder and everything, so I'm starting to like that, and I like how you can place everything first and then kind of add the code to it as you already have the buttons placed and stuff. So yeah, so that's this week's video, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.